Hey guys, how's it going? So, the good news is Kyle Rittenhouse, the Kenosha kid, the hero that stood up to Antifa and BLM. The good news is he's out of jail on bond thanks to many generous donations, including a key, huge donation from the founder and maker of My Pillow. So, definitely kudos to that company. Which leads me to the next thing, and why I will not be buying Black Rifle Coffee, and why I do not support that company, and why that company completely and utterly disgusts me. So, we're in a situation in our country right now. Shouldn't have to be this way. I wish it wasn't this way, but it is, where there's basically two sides. There's the people that want to destroy our country, tear it down, burn our cities down. Then there's the people that are patriots and proud Americans and want to preserve this republic. Like Ben Franklin said, if we can keep it. And many people are trying to keep it. So when they were pillaging and burning Kenosha, Wisconsin, and they were getting ready to set a dumpster on fire in a gas station, like that could be pretty bad, right? A kid named Kyle, a 17-year-old, a young man, with all due respect to him. When you're my age, it seems like a kid. But no, a young man, 17 years old. He tried to stop that fire. And then, as far as I can see, look, this is still getting litigated. There could be something else that comes out. But hey, I'm going to call a spade a spade. Everything I can see, Kyle acted completely in self-defense. Defense of his town, defense of the other people, and defense of himself. And he did so defending himself with a black rifle. See, that's why these rifles are allowed to be owned. They're not allowed to be owned because the government gave us any rights, because the government doesn't give us rights. They're only enshrined in the Constitution, codified, that tells the government hands off, shall not be infringed. Yeah, we have fun plinking with these rifles and things like that, but the reason why black rifles exist and why these are our God-given rights to own, keep, bear, possess, and if necessary use is for the exact instance in which Kyle used them, and that's to defend life and liberty, and he was defending his life. And to me, from every angle of footage I've seen, I've read all the analysis, he completely, lawfully, in my opinion, defended himself. And I consider Kyle to be an American hero, and I really look up to that young man. So, when he got bonded out of jail, awaiting the rest of his court proceedings, he was wearing a Black Rifle Coffee Company t-shirt. Right away, the left, the cancel culture, started blowing up on Twitter. Twitter, yeah, because that's what should control our lives. But it does for corporate America, and apparently for Black Rifle Coffee Company. And they started accusing them of being a sponsor of Kyle, or that Kyle was a spokesman for them, whatever. So instead of saying, yeah, he wore our shirt and we're honored that an American hero that used a black rifle to defend his life was wearing our shirt, because they are called Black Rifle Coffee Company. No, they actually didn't do that at all. In fact, when they were asked about it, Black Rifle Coffee on their Twitter said, untrue, we did not sponsor, nor do we have a relationship with the 17-year-old facing charges in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And that comes from their official Twitter page. Didn't even have the respect to call him by his name, to call him Kyle, or American hero, or a more appropriate name like that. No. They totally separated ways from him. And here's the thing. I get it. This is America. People can have whatever politics they want. Any business owner that wants to can say, we support Kyle. We're against Kyle. Look, you're allowed to love Kyle, hate him, or you're allowed to just not care whatsoever. But that's not my point. This is Black Rifle Coffee Company that I know darn well, and people can say whatever they want. They get about 99% of their business being veteran-owned, pro-Second Amendment, and all of the cool-looking black guns that they shoot and all of their advertisement videos. They've made a name for themselves and turned their company in the last 5 or 6 years into a multi-million-dollar company. Tens of millions of dollars this company's worth, based on its name and the Second Amendment, Black Rifle. And I'm completely disgusted by this. The fact that they caved in several ways to the left, to the cancel culture. Look, these people weren't buying their coffee anyways. And they're never going to buy their coffee. And as soon as Black Rifle Coffee Company loses most of its customers, from which I understand they are losing many Second Amendment supporting, veteran, patriotic type customers, you know what the left will do? They'll laugh at them. They're not going to buy their coffee no matter what, because every time somebody gives in to the left just spits them right back out. So that was kind of my thought on this earlier today, but I hate to say it. There's actually more. Is it that Black Rifle Coffee Company and its owner, Evan Hafer, is he a true, conservative? Is he a true, Second Amendment supporter? I would have assumed so, but I'd like to thank a viewer named Dave. He sent me an email that gave me some links, and I'm going to include as many of those as I can down in the description. And I did some more research on Evan Hafer and the Black Rifle Coffee Company, and I'm not so sure that they were ever really pro-Second Amendment. Now, this is just my opinion, and I'd like you to get your own opinion, but I'm at the Federal Election Commission's website right now reading from it. I'll put a link to this for sure down there. And it shows the people that Evan Hafer has donated to their political campaigns. So, in 2008, he donated to John McCain 4 different times, $100 each time for $400. Okay. But then, and his employer was U.S. Army. But then, on 10/19 of 2008, just 2 months after his last McCain donation, when he was employed by the Department of Defense, he donated to Obama for America. That was Obama's original campaign pack for when he ran in 2008. So now I'm finding out that Evan Hafer is a Obama supporter in the past. Now, he also came back in 2018 with his employer as Black Rifle Coffee Company and donated to McKeon for Nevada. From what I understand, my research is Mr. McKeon was a Republican that ran for the United States House of Representatives in the primaries. He did lose in the primary and didn't go on any further. So that's a Republican. I wasn't able to really determine whether he's pro-gun or not. But we already have Obama, which is enough for me. And if that's not enough, in more recent times, on 11/30 of 2019, Evan Hafer donated $500 to Tulsi Aloha, which is the Tulsi Gabbard campaign pack. Rampantly anti-gun. Which, hey, you vets better not take this the wrong way. There's many, many, many pro-gun veterans out there. I love you all. Many of you are my friends, but just because you're a veteran does not mean you're pro-Second Amendment. And Tulsi Gabbard is not. She's voiced very strong support for AWBs and many, many draconian-style gun control laws. So, Tulsi Gabbard is very anti-gun, and Mr. Evan Hafer of Black Rifle Coffee Company donated to her $500, donated $500 to Obama for America. If you don't know that he's anti-gun, well, get out from under that rock you've been under for the last couple decades. And then it comes down to this. They own a lot of guns, Black Rifle Coffee. They flaunt them and show them that, all the proceeds of your hard-earned money that you spend buying their rather expensive coffee, they've been able to get a huge collection of really, really fancy Black Rifles, and they use them, and it appears that they love them, but so what? They're gun owners. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned a lot just doing this channel. I have so many that come in my comments. They're gun owners, but they want an AWB, and they voted for Biden, and they want this, and they want that ban. Like I've said this a million times, guns are inanimate objects. They're neither good nor evil. The gun that Kyle used to defend himself, that wasn't a hero. The gun was nothing. Kyle was the hero for having the balls to use a tool to protect himself. Right? But gun owner means relatively nothing. If you really think about it, it doesn't mean someone's patriotic. It doesn't mean they're pro-Second Amendment at all. And I'll give you a couple examples. Joe Biden owns guns. He owns shotguns, in fact, and brags about it. Senator Feinstein owns guns and has talked about it. And at least as of a few years ago, and probably still does, Kamala Harris is a gun owner. She's talked about it before too, her concealed carry. These are gun owners. And there's a lot of people that think guns look cool. So, but they're not pro-Second Amendment at all. And there's also people that like to find a little niche. And this is what, in my opinion, Black Rifle Coffee Company's done. Because I'm not so sure that he's even really that pro-gun, or how pro-gun he's ever been, now that I'm looking at his past donations. Because I'll tell you what, you won't find me ever donating to Obama or Tulsi Gabbard or anybody like that whatsoever. You know what? You're not going to see me go back on my principles, and you're not going to try to hear me use principles to try to sell you on anything. And that's probably why I'll never have a lot of money like Mr. Evan Hafer does, because it seems those that are most successful in their business get there by selling their soul. I have more links. I don't want to make this video too long, that I'll include either in the description here, and if it won't let me put that many, I'll post it somewhere and let you guys know where. Talking about all the venture capitalists that he's in with, that he signed deals with to promote and to inject capital into Black Rifle Coffee, and the owners and the heads of some of these financial institutions and venture capitalists, they run socialist programs for socializing our youth. I mean, it's a whole rabbit hole I've gotten into. Some of the people that this Evan hangs out with and people that he's supported are certainly completely contrary to the image that they've tried to portray. Well, you know what? Are there any good businesses left? I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's many. And I'll tell you one guy, I know him personally, and you know what? He's going to have to prove me wrong. And until he does, which I don't think he will, I'm going to tell you a company that I do support. And I'm going to go over and read a couple tweets from him. And this is from the official Fenix Ammunition Twitter page. And like I said, I've met Justin. I know Justin in real life. He's a good dude. He's defied Whitmer and her mask orders. He stood up to a lot. And 22 hours ago, he tweeted, "Look at this chicken crap BS. As we've said before, most of the companies profiting off of the 2A or pretending to be advocates for our rights are nothing more than profiteers. They're spineless corporations who will turn their backs on you for $1. And then he quoted that tweet by Black Rifle Coffee where they said, "Untrue. We did not sponsor, nor do we have a relationship with a 17-year-old facing charges in Kenosha." The next tweet I see in the timeline at Fenix Ammunition, and this is a good one. I really like this. I'm going to link to this down in the description. And this really, he sums it up so much better than I could. He says, "Black Rifle Coffee. Guns, guns, guns. Watch our marketing videos where we show how many guns we have. Kid actually uses a gun to defend himself. Black Rifle Coffee. Whoa, guys, we didn't actually endorse using guns. Come on, slow down here." And then he goes, "At Black Rifle Coffee is for cucks." Black Rifle Coffee is a lot bigger company than Fenix Ammunition, but I like seeing that there's some people fighting back. And look, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. If you want to still buy their coffee, buy their coffee. I'm not going to tell you what to do, because if you're not comfortable with your own decisions, you wouldn't listen to me anyways, right? So do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to support them. And I am going to give props to Fenix Ammunition, who called them out on some of their BS. Look, there's more to this story. I can do a part 2 if you guys want me to. I don't know how much you want to hear about Black Rifle Coffee, though. But it appears they sold their soul to the devil, guys. I don't think it's cool. I'm not happy with it. And I already know what some of you are going to say. You'll say it anyways, but you're going to say, "Hold on, that was just a lawyerly statement, blah, blah, blah." Oh, I'm sure it was. But at the same time, you have to stand for something. And the Second Amendment is under attack right now. And whatever happens with Kyle Rittenhouse, the Kenosha, Wisconsin case, right, is going to set a huge, huge legal precedence on whether we're able to even use these lawfully owned firearms, right? Because if they find that Kyle can't use the way he did, anyone who carries a gun for self-defense is going to be afraid to ever use it, because I couldn't see any more of a blatant attack that he defended himself from than when he used his black rifle. I don't think people have quite realized it yet, how much of an impact this case could have. And someone who's so pro-black rifle and pro-Second Amendment, they can spend their money however they want, but not only did they not apparently donate or help with his legal fund for his bond, help him with his legal costs that GoFundMe's taken down, they've canceled his Twitter page. It's really hard. It's really hard for Kyle to get any type of fundraising. They've canceled all of it. And instead they denounce him and won't even have the balls to denounce him by name. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. There's more I can add, but I think I'll hold off for now and see if you guys are interested in this topic or not. But there's a little more to it. Obama donor. Tulsi Gabbard donor. These are gun grabbers. Hope Phoenix Ammo can hurry up and get some ammo in stock so I can probably buy some for this channel. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And have a good one.